Stand still. Stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is a place called here. Well, if you're new here to the channel, I'd like to welcome you. This is Dale Byron on Poetry. And today I want to try to see if we can't straighten out a long-held confusion, an outright lie that we've been told, you and me and most all of us. And we want to do that with a poem that was just the little teaser part of the first part of that poem called Lost by the amazing poet David Wagner, who just passed just a few years ago, and an amazing West Coast poet. So I want to talk about what this poem is doing for us. And again, we'll get into the poem in just a moment. But first, a little context, because this lie that we've been told, this illusion, is that somehow or another we are separate from the earth. We are separate from each other, actually, and particularly separate from the earth, which is what this poem addresses. And what has happened because of that story, because it's gone deep into our subconscious, deep into our set of beliefs, we are operating in the world in a way, have you noticed, that is incredibly unskillful ecologically. Some people sum it up by saying we are acting as though we could grow infinitely on a finite planet. And of course, we can't. that defies reality and physics. So, but what's occurred for me is that this poem, Lost by David Wagner, I've known for many years, but I'm just seeing it freshly because I happened to see a talk by an amazing author. Her name is Vanessa Machado de Oliveira. And she wrote a book called Hospicing Modernity, which you may have seen. It's caused quite a stir, and it's an amazing book. But I heard her in an interview talk about the idea that we have had a subject, that we have had a subject-object relationship with the natural world, a subject-object relationship. And what is required is a subject-subject relationship to the natural world that is alive and sentient. And that it's almost like there was the amazing Martin Buber talked about going from an I-it to an I-thou relationship. So it's in that territory. But there was something about going from subject to object to a subject to subject that made me realize that I wanted to revisit this poem. Here's the whole poem, Lost by David Wagner. Stand still, stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost, are not lost. Wherever you are is a place called here. And you must treat it as a powerful stranger. Seek to know it and to be known. Listen, listen, the forest breathes. It says, I have made this place around you. And if you leave it, you can return by simply saying, here, here. No two trees are the same to raven, no two branches the same to wren. If what a tree or a branch does is lost on you, you are truly lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. You must let it find you. Again, I have known and loved that poem for years. Even had a communication with David Wagner once about the origins of that poem, and he let me know that it came literally from a time when he was lost in one of those great forests up in the northwest area of the United States in Washington. And so I have loved this poem for so long, and yet it is a wonderfully subversive in what it's doing to the normal way that we deal with, or the normal way we believe that our relationship with the world is subject to object, or I to it. And this is why we're able to use terms like natural resources, and we're able to think of it as dead matter, which has no value except to be burned as gasoline, or to be mined as mineral, or to be cut down as lumber. It's all just an it. It's all just an object to be controlled and to be extracted. And when we begin to have a subject or an I-thou relationship with the natural world, then we will get in right relationship. And this is what, of course, is needed so deeply with the challenges that we have now. So I love how again, this poem is so subversive because it turns the whole thing totally around and talks about that it's not us, itting the world. It's not us objectifying the world. It is the world telling us where we are. It is the world helping us to not be lost, because we are lost. We are lost in so many ways. And I love it when it says, no two trees are the same to raven, no two branches the same to wren. If what a tree or a branch does is lost on you, oh, you are truly lost. Stand still. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. As always, thanks so much for your listening ear. I would love it if you give like the video, or whatever platform you're listening to or viewing. It will help others be able to see. Help others be introduced to the podcast, is what I'm trying to say. And I would love it if you would suggest it to others, or if you do a like or a comment, that would be great. I want to get this kind of poetry out into the world, because I think we need it so very much now. And also stay tuned, because there's some exciting new things that are coming down. This podcast has been an evolution for the number of years that I've been doing it, and it's going to continue to evolve in a very I think, interesting way. And so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, thank you again for your listening ear. And until next time and next poem, take good care of yourself. And if you can, take good care of someone else.